Hi, my name's Alex Ross, and I play the role of Scripps in History Boys at Uptown Players Theater, running until May 3rd of this year. It's been a wonderful experience. I've been so blessed to be working at Uptown since I moved back to Dallas in January. I came to the audition really not expecting anything, and this is my first play that I've ever done first play ever, really. I've been on stage before, but in musicals and operas while I was at OCU, and I'm just so blessed to be here. In college, I was a vocal performance major, primarily focused on classical music, and did a lot of operas while I was there, did some musicals as well, and really enjoyed my time while I was there. While I was in high school, I was really more focused on choral music. I was in the choir, that took a real place in my life at the moment, and that kind of led me into classical music while I was in college. And then while I was in college, I was kind of typed as a classical singer. However, OCU does pride itself on well-rounded people, although the theater department and musical theater department and vocal performance are all kind of, in a way, separate, but in a way the same. So being typed as a classical singer, I was used a lot for those types of shows. So I never really created the opportunities to be in plays myself. So I would love to do more work in theater. Like I said, I've just had so much fun doing this at Uptown, and it's such a great show, and there's so many great shows out there. I'd love to get my hands on any and all that I can. So. I was originally born in Great Britain. I lived there until I was 8 years old, then moved to the States, and I went to Coppell High School. I lived in Coppell from third grade up until I graduated high school. Then moved to Oklahoma City for school for 4 years. Well, we'll call it 4.5. And then moved back down in January of this year, and now I'm based in Dallas at the moment. So. When I moved to the States, my accent really was my parents. You don't realize it as a kid, but when I moved here, my parents said it was gone within 6 months. My accent was just completely gone. But the funny thing was, now that I've moved home, and if I'm ever at home for a long period of time, being with my family, it kind of creeps back in, and some mannerisms, some British things kind of really sneak in. So that's actually helped me a lot. Being back home has helped me a lot with this show, definitely. The older actors that are in the show are so fabulous, and since the audition, when I got to read with David Plunkett, who plays the role of Irwin, I was just so blown away by him and by his commitment and just by his energy, and I did not expect to be cast in the show at all, and since I've just watched them throughout the whole rehearsal and performance process, and just every night I see something different, which I think is so important as an actor, to see something different every night, just whether it's, a different gesture or a different phrase or just something different that, you may not have noticed before, and you can feed off that, and I see that every night with them, and I just am in awe of all of them. Shows as a young boy for me were just larger than life. The very first show I ever saw, that I ever remember seeing, was Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat in Great Britain. It was in London, and I saw it, and I remember just loving it. I went with my grandfather, who still lives in England today, and he remembers taking me and my sister to go see that, and that had a big impact on me. I'm a huge fan of movies as well. I really love to watch film actors do their thing. It's something I've never done but would like to pursue one day. And I'm a huge fan of dramas and TV shows as well. And all those types of things, anything in the arts culture really impacts me, and I have a huge love for all the art forms. I attended Eucharist in the college chapel, where, apart from a girl from a school in West Bromwich, I was the only communicant. It was a genuine act of worship, though I knew it would do me no harm with the college, the self-servingness of my devotions in this instance leaving me untroubled. I really wanted to get in. I've never particularly liked myself. But the boy I was, kneeling in that cold and empty chapel that winter morning, leaves me now with longing and pity.